Ever since I can really remember, I struggled with anxiety and like fear and just crippling paranoia. Like everywhere I would go, I'd be like looking over my shoulder. I would be like making sure that the door was locked. I would sit in my bed, I remember, even with my husband beside me, and I would just stare at the door and I would just wait for something bad to happen. And I'm just like waiting up, like I know something's gonna happen. And it was just so like frustrating because it was like exhausting. Like I was always so exhausted, just feeling like I needed to overemphasize being safe. It was 2020, so obviously the world is kind of going crazy. And I feel this like invitation to like really find more. And like I now knowing it was Jesus, I feel like I just was like wanting to answer this call. So I was like looking in everywhere that I could find. And I was just like totally going into all sorts of extremes of knowledge, information, like videos, and just like listening to all these voices. I would hear a Christian video and I'd be like, that's really good. And then I would hear this like sort of new age video and I'd be like, oh, well, that's really good. And then like, you know how like the devil likes to like, it's just so off. It's like true, but it's not true, because there's always like an element that's just like not true. And so I would like lean towards these like new age like stuff, and I would meditate like secular meditation, and I would just feel so like, oh, this is great. Like I have peace during the day, like peace that I had like never experienced because I'm always freaking out. But then like at nighttime, I would be so, it was like heightened, like even more than I had experienced as a kid. So I'm meditating, I'm doing all these things, and there was just this one testimony that I listened to on TikTok. She shares her testimony and it totally wrecks me. I'm just so like, I just got hit by like the fear of the Lord. I like repented. I was bawling. I was like crying, like, oh my word, like I need to like just stop what I'm doing and just like follow the Lord. So every single day I would like I would do my makeup because I love doing my makeup, and I would sit and I would listen to the Bible. Everything that I was hearing that was a lie, it was like the Lord was like renewing it and like correcting it, just showing me all the things that were lies that were now actually, this is the truth of that. And it was like we had this like little one-on-one like connection of just like learning together. I know like in that moment when I was like repenting, that the Lord like totally took away anxiety. He totally took away like my fear, because I've never felt it again. I don't look over my shoulder really ever. I probably should maybe a little bit more, but I don't look over my shoulder. I'm like free. I feel happy. Some of the ways that you grow in your relationship with him is like making him like the Lord of your life, like totally Lord of your life. And I didn't really realize that, you know, I didn't know what I didn't know. But then like that like decision feels like it's so much restriction, but there's like, it's the ultimate freedom. Jesus rescued me. Like he just totally took me from a really dark place to total freedom. Like I'm just so free and happy. And now he's just so much more. He's everything to me. Every aspect of, my life is, I involve him in, and it just is like, he's my best friend.